Just discuss the phenomena in Cajun folklore known as the kushma, a nightmare that paralyzes you while you're sleeping.
Now we bring you another creature. One of the same legends that brought us the kushma, the Rougarou.
Yeah, that's right. Katie and I sat and talked to some local experts. We wanted to figure out just what the Rougarou is.
Rougarou is the Rougarou, and whatever form he takes in your head is the form he has.
Every family has their own version of the Rougarou, making it a nefarious figure that's as hard to pin down as its origin.
The Rougarou comes to us from a variety of cultures that came to Louisiana. You know, people want to find a kind of origin for these things. They want there to be a clear narrative, and then all we have is pieces left in the contemporary moment. That's just not the case. Your family or your town has never had all those pieces. How could there have been an origin for that?
Despite no origin or clear picture of the Rougarou, one thing seems to be clear.
The Rougarous or the other kinds of characters in the woods have been with us as long as people have been in Louisiana.
All of the stories told by those people seem to have a common thread.
The Rougarou will get you, right? If you keep behaving like that, right? So the Rougarou becomes a kind of boogeyman, kind of a threatening character. You know, if you keep misbehaving, the Rougarou is going to get you.
More, though, than a tactic to get kids to behave, the legend of the Rougarou would have given our ancestors a chance to make sense of everything that goes bump in the night.
By having that fear be in a definite form, we have more control of it.
Whether that's a shapeshifter,
The Rougarou, back to the Loup-garou of French tradition, he looks more like a werewolf.
Or simply behaving badly.
This kind of wild character in the woods.
it gave a form to whatever terrified them, the edge of town, or even the edge of their minds.
Why do we feel this need to scare ourselves? Why do we imagine? Why do we need these characters to be in the woods? And they're in the woods.